parts. There's always one question when you say, let me take that one extra question. No, but there are two parts to it. First of all, look, we are much more than an advertising company, right? I think, we're probably the third largest enterprise software company, which people may not know. Now I spoke about businesses like Waymo. You can think about Android. You can think about Google Play. YouTube has both subscriptions and advertising. We have an AI subscriptions offering now, and so on. So we're pretty broad that way. Look, throughout all, we genuinely think one of the value propositions in search is people come, use search, and they're looking for what's out there in the world. And we are increasingly connecting them to that with more context, right? And that's the core experience. And AI mode is going to approach it the same way. We think there's deep value in that ecosystem, in the richness that exists, in the diversity of perspectives that exist. And we want to bring that to users, right? And maybe Liz can add more to it.
Yeah, I think ensuring that people can continue to connect to the web is sort of fundamental with the way that we've looked at AI reviews and AI mode. We really spend a lot of time trying to think about how can you bring amazing content form that. I think we've seen a few things so far. We've seen with AI reviews that the clicks people get on their websites are higher quality, which means people spend more time. They really want to engage when they continue going forward. We see that it's going to a greater diversity of websites. And I think that the second one in particular, although also the first, I think will only grow with AI. I think one of the challenges for a long time is that when people only used a few words, then a lot of web results were all about those same few words. But there's an opportunity with AI for people to express much more of what they really want. And that enables that niche creator, that small merchant that specializes in something to really get discovered. And so I think there will be a lot of new opportunities.
On privacy, GDPR, etc. First of all, privacy is a fundamental value for us as a company. If you look at the kind of services we provide, it's a privilege to have users trust in us. And so nothing is more important than that trust. So we approach it from first principles to get it right. Obviously, there are complex regulations constantly evolving around the world. And we've been very committed to complying with GDPR and any other laws and regulations that are passed. And I think our commitment to all that won't change. And I think AI obviously is a new frontier. And so sometimes there are new regulations coming. We are also innovating on behalf of users. There's always good exchange in these moments, and that's part of how innovation works. So I don't see anything changing there. And we're committed to our presence in Europe, in Ireland. We serve an international world. But I do think it's important for Europe in this moment with AI innovation. And I think I've been encouraged by my conversations with European Union leaders, I think who are seeing this as an opportunity to invest and innovate and also to simplify regulation if you can, so that people like us can, serve European consumers. And that's what we are hearing from European consumers. They are equally hungry for access to these products, and I think we are committed to getting it to them. So I think it's an opportunity for Europe as well. Two parts. There's always one question when you say, let me take that one extra question. No, but there are two parts to it. First of all, look, we are much more than an advertising company, right? I think, we're probably the third largest enterprise software company, which people may not know. Now I spoke about businesses like Waymo. You can think about Android. You can think about Google Play. YouTube has both subscriptions and advertising. We have an AI subscriptions offering now, and so on. So we're pretty broad that way. But on advertising, part of what's helped us do it well is our teams approach advertising with the same focus on quality like we do our organic. Right? It's the same underlying principles. And we shouldn't underestimate in the economy. People are looking for commercial information. And businesses are trying to reach those users. and connecting that as a valuable service. And we approach it from that first principle in mind, and I think that will serve us well. AI, in certain cases, will help us make the ads more relevant to people. But if we ever get it wrong, all our metrics will show that, right? And that's the when you set up metrics from first principles, it is what gives you the North Star so that you optimize it the right way to your question. I guess the second part of your question was antitrust and so on. Look, there's such a strong ecosystem. Googlers have left to start over 2,000 companies. We invest in so many companies. We have venture capital arms. We provide technology which creates innovation outside. Dimension transformers is one example, right, from this moment. So I think we have benefited from being in a vibrant, dynamic startup ecosystem. We want to contribute strongly back. This is why we don't build AI technology just for ourselves. Why external developers have access to the same AI models that Liz running Google Search has, right? And so that's, not all companies can say that. We provide our TPUs to others on the outside if they want to train their models that way. So I think, look, we'll approach it in a innovative and pro-competitive way. And I think we'll have to earn our success on our merits. That's how I think about it.